The nature of terrorism has become more malevolent and unpredictable and has sought to undermine our way of life. The simple goal of terrorists is to spread terror by any means in order to achieve their political or religious aims. The race or religion of their victims is of no importance to them. The Mumbai attack in 2008 represented a paradigm shift in the attack and targeting philosophy of terrorism by violent extremists, cyber-terrorists and radical groups. Terrorists now range from well-trained militia to self-initiated extremists like Brent Tarrant, who massacred 51 people at a mosque in Christchurch, New Zealand in 2019. They come from every walk of life. Their methods and weapons can be highly technical or kitchen sink simple. It's therefore vital that we are all prepared, trained and equipped to combat these threats to protect our communities. And that is the purpose for TiNYg, the Global Terrorism Information Network.
In 2006, following a 30-year career in the Metropolitan Police and now security executive, I recognised that to combat the ever-changing face of global terrorism, something new was needed. A collaborative communication platform for sharing information between private and public partnerships on a global basis was required. Working with my clients, both in London and New York, I was able to turn this idea into reality, and TiNYg was born. TiNYg is now a global network with members in over 150 countries. It has become a powerful international network with a singular mission to collaborate and inform in the fight against terrorism. TiNYg is now the world's leading free-to-use, not-for-profit multilateral forum dedicated to the sharing of intelligence and information in the support of counter-terrorism. I'm immensely proud of TiNYg and its strategic affiliations with international law enforcement organisations and the many corporations that support it. It is these relationships which ensure the group is able to provide real benefits to its members. Fundamental to its success is to keep membership free and accessible to all with a legitimate interest.
As TiNYg continues to grow, its goals are pretty clear. To report all threats quickly as they emerge and develop. To give a platform to those who are best equipped to protect us. To offer expert training and advice to those who need it. In 2021, TiNYg celebrated its 15-year anniversary. Just some of the figures it can be proud of are that it has members in over 150 countries. Many thousands of organisations and members are represented globally, including key law enforcement bodies such as Metropolitan Police, City of London Police, FBI, Homeland Security and NYPD, to name a few. Over 1 million alert emails have been sent out to its members. It has held over 60 international conferences in the UK, USA and online, attracting many senior presenters from across the CT spectrum. So much has been achieved already and the future remains bright as TiNYg continues to grow.
Of course, none of this has happened by chance. We've assembled an outstanding group of international experts from numerous organisations and sectors. The leadership team is comprised of David and I as directors, our New York City-based colleague Mario Doyle in his joint role as both Group Vice Chairman and Chairman of the New York City Advisory Council, and of course our Group Patron Neil Basu. Internationally, we're supported by a number of hard-working collaborative regional advisory councils. These are comprised of representatives from local business, law enforcement, national and local government, academia and counter-terrorism specialists. Each is responsible for the delivery and development of their own local services, events, tailored to meet the needs of their local members. We are absolutely delighted to have Neil as our group patron. Not only is he an internationally renowned counter-terrorism expert and senior law enforcement officer, but also a brilliant strategist whose advice and good counsel enables us to continue to grow the group for the benefit of the group and its members.
As UK Chair, I have the tremendous privilege of bringing together the Advisory Council, which consists of outstanding counter-terrorism professionals from both the private and public sectors, including senior police in counter-terrorism areas.
I have been involved in TiNYg since its inception in the United States in 2006. Over the last 15 plus years, we have developed a tremendous working relationship with our federal, state, and local law enforcement partners. TiNYg, through our counterterrorism meetings and conferences, brings together many of the key public and private industry organizations and individuals. Our single unifying purpose has been to maintain an up-to-date understanding of global terrorism by bringing together subject matter experts in a trusted environment in order to increase our members' awareness of threat and allow them to develop their capability to prepare and respond. We look forward to you joining TiNYg.
Greetings, my name is Danietta Fleming Magana. As the chair of the U.S. Midwest chapters and having been involved with TiNYg for over a decade, I'm privileged to work with our partners from the federal government, law enforcement, and corporate sponsors to provide events in the Chicago and Washington, D.C. areas. We host informative online sessions on terrorism and cybersecurity for our TiNYg members. We look forward to having you join us.
TiNYg very much depends on the support it gets from its partner organisations and supporters. We're proud to have many global brands behind us, including Virgin Atlantic, JP Morgan, Nomura, Aon, Bank of America, Global Cyber Alliance, PwC, and Clifford Chance amongst them. We will continue to build on these relationships to make the group stronger.
TiNYg's commitment to its members has always been to prepare them for potential attacks. We'll never shirk from that responsibility. We work with the world's foremost experts in counter-terrorism, and we're able to provide multiple services to you and your organisation. TiNYg's Hands Across the Ocean information sharing and network service continues to grow and deliver to its membership. We remain committed, providing our core services free of charge, regardless of wealth or position, to the masses. I want to emphasise that TiNYg is free. So really, if you, your family or your organisation could be impacted by the threat of terrorism, the question has to be asked, why wouldn't you join? I hope this video has answered some of your questions about TiNYg. I look forward to us becoming a stronger and more powerful force fighting terrorism across the globe.